Welcome to a new Daily Top Askreddit video. Today's topic:
is paying for porn better than just watching it for free, and why? I had a coworker that told me he doesn't spend money on alcohol, smokes, gambling or games. He's single and sometimes it just feels good to gift an OnlyFans model a bad dragon and watch them go to town on themselves while having a stroke marathon. I said, that's cool man, good for you. Went back to work. He certainly has his priorities. Sure, coworker. Lol, I skipped that single phase and went straight to my dad out of high school, stuck in a dead-end warehouse job phase. Executives at OnlyFans asked this same question years ago. Their answer made him extraordinary amounts of money. OnlyFans originally was for a more broader appeal. Bands, actors, celebrities making accounts so people could see behind-the-scenes stuff. It just because way more popular for randoms to post their butthole for $5 a month. This started out to be what Patreon is, but for an even wider range of users, more like, create an account and do whatever. If people want to follow you they can subscribe, while Patreon, to my knowledge, is more for artists but now also for creators in general, I guess. I mean, we even had a period where I've tried to ban porn, realized it's what makes them money, and now of is just 99% porn or maybe even 100%, IDKI don't browse that site. No, executives decided to use social science to prey on the loneliest of individuals. There's zero difference in what you can find for free or exclusively pay for on OnlyFans, aside from the parasocial relationship aspect. If you're into specific kinks but don't want the porn studio look, unnatural lighting and such, paying for it is generally the only way to get any decent material. I don't pay for porn, but I can definitely get why someone would. Most of the free stuff will be exaggerated, while the more tailor-made content is locked behind a paywall. After finishing YouPorn during lockdown, you need something new. Did you beat the YouPorn end boss? The black screen with reflection. It is if you have a niche fetish or want custom content. I buy some from time to time. Avoid becoming parasocial with the content creators, it's just a transactional relationship, but it is nice to be able to get custom content. What sort of custom material? Can I eat your farts please? Zero chance this man hasn't paid a woman to fart into a microphone on camera. Why would you pay for porn when browsers is free? Exclamation mark quote. I kind of prefer those over the creepy whispering ones. Angela White, are you ready? I'm more of a, you must fuck local grannies in your area, kinda guy myself. Support small businesses. What if I like girls with big businesses? It's tits, XD. Go far enough down the rabbit hole and a woman with big business means she has something else. There's enough free stuff that's 30 seconds long and that's all I need. Me, pics 2 hours video knowing damn well only 2 minutes, tops, is gonna be seen. The 2 minutes includes finding the right scene. 89.5 minutes spent on finding which part of which video I'm gonna dedicate the remaining 30 seconds to. Any money spent on cranking one out is wasted money, the post-nut clarity is still the same. Don't even watch porn anymore because scrolling down 58 pages to find the right vid is too annoying. I think your problem is bigger if you gotta scroll down 58 pages and can't find anything satisfying in the first few pages. I think the fake nature of porn is just a huge turnoff, and seeing videos that are obviously staged, well it all is, 99% of it, and all this fake crap just turns me away. Any average girl I meet in real life is so much more attractive. The imperfections are reassuring and brings peace. Even if she doesn't look 10 out of 10, it definitely beats watching behind a screen. Everything is better when it's free. Not tattoos. It's the same argument for piracy and the other types of media. If no one was paying, it wouldn't be even remotely sustainable. In the case of porn, you can have a more tailored kind of content to your taste by accepting to pay. I've done it in the past but haven't done it in a while, and I don't think I will again. In the case of the OnlyFans, for all its faults, that platform is less exploitative than the regular porn industry. I'd argue that porn would still exist without payment, plenty of people make it for fun lol. Of course, but there would be way less content and way more craftier production. Paying a company for porn. Or paying individuals. In my opinion, paying a company is just stupid. You're giving money to anonymous bigwigs when there's so much free porn available. Paying individuals is different though. Supporting women directly who are significantly less likely to have been trafficked or blackmailed is a good choice. Additionally, the personal interaction you can get from some sellers really does make a difference to the enjoyment of the content. There are a number of companies that aim for the same goal. Having the distinction of company versus individual isn't rational. I agree that paying for ethical porn makes sense, but there are already companies farming out individuals on, of which raises the questions of trafficking again. The best you can do is trust your gut, and like it or not, sometimes that is easier to do with a company. Abby Winters, for example, is one of the oldest companies that was founded with the idea of ethical porn. I just googled them, 25 years in the biz. I think the mainstream industry is quite toxic. And it's good to support amateur creators to earn money rather than browsers. There seems to be a very large disconnect with folks on here thinking of work isn't also toxic AF. Personally, I think supporting creators monetarily is ethical, but free is free. This whole comment section is too horny to be left alive. God forbid these people have hobbies. God forbid one of those hobbies is horny. If your preferred porn is in limited supply or a certain creator has an appeal unique to them, then definitely. Never understood why paying for it happened when it was free all over the place. Now suddenly new laws in the US make it harder to find, so people are probably paying for it more often. Coincidence? Now you pay for custom content if you to do this while wearing that and saying those kinds of content. It's like you're in control or something. Hard to find. Where do you live? I can pull up porn in under 5 seconds. It's better to pay for it. You're just watching sex and missing and the plot and the drama. Did she pay for the pizza? Did the delivery boy had to pay out of his own money for it? Was the plumber really able to fix the sink? Did someone investigated the washing machines after all those people getting stuck? These are the questions that stay in my mind when I watch the free stuff. I need answers. Now I wanna see a porn where the hot naughty MILF fucks the plumber, then directly afterwards, it becomes an instructional video on how to change AP trap. Yes, when you directly pay creators, the chances that the people working are being exploited are significantly lower. It also helps them to protect their IP, creative content, from being stolen and given away for free on aggregator websites. Paying is better if you care about consent, fair pay, and avoiding sketchy sites. You usually get higher quality, fewer ads, and better privacy while supporting verified performers. Free exists, but a lot of it is pirated, so if you can afford a sub or tip, that's the ethical route. On principle, we should. If we want people to continue to make content, we should pay them. Plus, my general feeling is that the people who put themselves in front of a camera for us are taking a huge hit to their lives. We just don't live in a society where it doesn't. You're going to be judged. Working environments range from fine to traumatic, taking a hit to your physical health, seeing your future employment opportunities change, and you're at risk of stalking and other creepy behavior outside of porn. It feels terrible to me that we feel entitled to the fruits of their labor and think less of them at the same time. On the other hand, I get it. Who hasn't pirated something? That doesn't feel like stealing, it feels like finding a cheat code. And when it's so easy, it feels even less like theft. I have paid for porn sometimes on principle, like to support small, indie, queer creators, or to send a message, I like this and want to see you, company, make more of this particular stuff, and sometimes out of necessity, like, dang, I can't find this anywhere without a paywall, and I've also watched for free, too. If oftentimes depends on the type of content. Yeah, there's tons of femdom clips online, but boy, are there so few for free that actually appeal to me. I also very much enjoy the ability to pay and own that download. I certainly can't be the only person who has seen a favorite video get deleted off a site and then just can't find it again elsewhere, gone forever. Not to mention the general feeling of internet safety and not wondering whether a sketchy site, usually clicked when you're trying to find a free or full version of a specific video, is infecting your computer and installing all sorts of malware. This thread is hilarious. I don't know if it's better, but I did pay when I used it because I felt that if Riley Reid was going to be deeped for my pleasure, I ought to pay for it. #ethics. Riley Reid openly admitted to being a rapist. To give you an honest answer, since everyone here wants to either joke around, virtue signal, or otherwise not answer you, the answer is you just have to try it. Personally, I don't mind paying for porn as I find the production quality better, scenarios are better, etc. That being said, it's not for everyone. Your bedroom business is purely your own and whoever you want to share it with. If you are curious, try it out, and you can always cancel a subscription later if it's not for you. Sex work is work and workers deserve to be paid. Genuinely considering subscribing to a higher quality site because free content is either shit resolution, or is on a website full of ads, or is just people pushing their paid for content anyway. But trying to take a break from it altogether, I felt like I was getting a little addicted, or at least on the path to be. Imagine not using an ad blocker in current year. It's ethically better. When you pay directly to someone making content, they either get the whole amount or at least 75% of it. When someone does studio porn, they sign away their rights to make more money. You get paid for your performance and then the company owns your image forever and can sell it as much as they want, but you will not see a cent of it, as studio actors, actresses do not get royalties. People who produce their own content also get the entire freedom of deciding what type of content they'd like to do, and obviously if you're doing it to yourself you can always have your boundaries respected, and if they aren't fully, it isn't posted. That is not always the case with mainstream studio stuff. Studio content can be predatory. There are plenty of people working in the industry who have had okay experiences doing studio work, but there are a lot of people, mainly younger women, who get pressured into doing things on camera they don't really want to, but they feel like they have to or they won't get paid. And they're right, they won't get paid, they will get recasted for someone who will do what the director wants. There are no labor protections or benefits for doing studio work, but if you're fully self-employed you don't necessarily need to worry about those things. Also, it's way more fun. Having someone actively engaging with you and producing the exact kind of content you want is just better than watching a random video of someone you will never look at again. Cam shows can also be really fun, and if the camera is good you'll get your money's worth live.